A 9 to 5 can actually help you grow on YouTube. See, one thing you got to realize is you got to learn how to balance everything around you before you would ever begin to make it on this platform. Working a 9 to 5 will give you the discipline. Like right now, I work a 9 to 5 and I make time with what I have. I use the most of my time, and every time I get or every chance I get to record, as long as I got content playing, I will pick it up and start recording. You have to learn how to make it with what you have. You have to work around your schedule and every little bit of time that you have if you want to succeed. You can't have excuses if you want to make it on this platform, because once you actually do make it on here and you have this video that takes off and now it's time for you to perform, you won't know how to handle it. And that'll literally be all you're doing is YouTube. So if you can't balance your job and YouTube right now, you're in a world of trouble when this does become your full time, because there's a whole lot that goes into it as far as planning content, scripting if you script, bullet pointing, titles, thumbnails. This becomes another job. So if you can learn to balance your 9 to 5 and figure out how to do all of these things and juggle all of these things, there's no way you'll be fine. You'll be fine on YouTube. So learn how to work with everything you have around you, whether it's balancing your family life, your job, your children, whatever it is you may have going on. Learn how to balance everything, including YouTube. It's going to build the discipline. Because I tell you what, if you work that hard working on YouTube with a 9 to 5 and then still being able to record, this will be nothing to you once you get started. So look at it in a positive light. Don't look at it like I don't have enough time. You figure out how to make time and everything else will fall into place. But you have to work around your schedule. And anytime you think about it, if you have a free moment, pick up that camera and start recording. But don't make excuses. You have a lunch break. There's so many times of the day where you have free that you don't realize and you don't take advantage of it to pick up that camera and start recording. So no more excuses. There's a lot of times where I feel like, do I have time? And then I said, no, I have plenty of time. It's 24 hours in the day. So whatever you got going on, schedule out time for you to record, like you schedule out time for anything else. If you have a spouse and she's cooking, there's your time. Right? If you're not cooking, you can record. If you've done everything, you've got everything done around the house that you have to do, there's still time left. Before you go to bed, pick up that camera and record a video. I don't care if you're laying in the bed, record a video. People want to see your natural element anyway. It makes it more natural, and people appreciate seeing who you are and a little bit about your life, or even your background. They like seeing it. It gives them an insight into your life. So use the time that you have, but there's no excuse on why you don't have time to record. So if you can balance that 9 to 5, like I said, balance that 9 to 5 and pick up this camera, you'll be gravy by the time you get on YouTube and you're doing this full time. But you have to prepare yourself to do this full time by balancing everything else. Get in the habit. Make it a habit to record. Make this your normal. You should get to the point where you don't feel right if you don't record. You have to get in a place where if I don't record, my day is not going right, because this is your normal. This is what you're trying to do. So you got to work extra hard at it and put your all into it so you can succeed and see the fruits of your labor later. But if you don't put in the work now, you'll never know where you could have gotten to. And sky's the limit, but you have to put in that work, because this is not easy. It's not easy to get on this camera and record all the time, especially when you have everything going on around you and life just doesn't seem easy. Life may be beating you up right now. Get on this camera and talk about it. Instead of venting to somebody else, get on this camera and talk to the people behind this lens. Talk to them. Use your voice to speak to everybody else. Don't waste your voice on people that really don't even care anyway. And these are the people that's right around you. So pick up that camera, because a lot of people are going to listen to you. You have a story to tell. Get on here and just take advantage of all the time you have. And that's what I try to do. Anytime I think of something, if it's a good topic or if it's a current event, get on here and talk about it, because that's something I got coming up next. I think I'm gonna start doing more current events, not just motivational, but just expand my audience, because there's so many things that I want to talk about, and I try to bring it to y'all. And a lot of people are curious about your opinions on certain topics, but like I said, I'm getting off track. Find time. There's no more excuses. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. That just rhymed. It had nothing to do with this. But I'm telling you, If you can make time, then you can succeed on here. Do not know that 9 to 5 is not an excuse. There's so many people on this platform right now with a 9 to 5, and they still record every day because they have the goal of doing this full time, but they're putting in the work. Like myself, I'm putting in the work. Today is Sunday. I'm gonna give y'all this video tonight. I was gonna save it for tomorrow, but it's no point because I'm still gonna record a video tomorrow. Make time for what you want to do, whether it's a hobby or this is trying to be if you're trying to make this your career. You have to put the work in, and that's the only way you're gonna see results. So get on here and record. No more excuses. Pray about it. Figure out what you want to do. Plan your content out. And really, and think of that title. Make sure it's a good title. Plan that title like that. A lot of times that'll help you. If you get that title together, now you can think about that topic and what direction you want to go in once you get on here and start talking. So hey, as always, I just encourage you to get started. Don't worry about nothing else. The time, you have it. Time is not an excuse because it's 24 hours in a day. You're not busy all the time. So pick up that camera, stay motivated. Let's get to grinding. Let's just go, man. We're almost there. If you start, you're almost there because you don't know when you will take off. That's the funny thing about this platform. It can happen for you at any moment, but it's only happening for people that's picking up the camera and recording and putting aside all the negative and everything else that could go wrong in your day. Think of all things that could go right if you get started on here. Where you could go. Imagine traveling and being able to pick up this camera and record because that's your career. Wouldn't that be amazing? Traveling to Florida or somewhere that you might just picture yourself somewhere you like to go to all the time or somewhere you like to visit. Imagine your work doesn't stop because you can pick up this camera, the convenience of wherever you are, set up your tripod like I did right here. Get your background together and just record. This could be your life. It's going to be mine. I know it can be yours too. Hey, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button because it helps the channel out. Subscribe so you know when I upload new content. And as always, thanks for watching Terry Creates. Love y'all.